Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh, my goodness.
That is awesome. I saw that yesterday, and I watched it over and over again. It is perfection, and the baby smiling at the end. I like the dog at the beginning. The dog's like, what do you want from me? The whole thing is great, Peter.
Look at that. That's awesome. The only thing you don't have is the safety with both hands on the ball behind him.
Yeah, you need somebody else helping Justin Jefferson keep the ball from touching the ground. One of the craziest plays I've ever seen. One of the craziest plays we'll ever see, and great work there. The baby's open, the baby makes the catch, and the baby's very happy at the end.
Hey, Mike, one thing about that, can I, because obviously I have not been on the whole week, but here's the most amazing thing, at least to me. All right, and look, there's a lot of amazing things about that catch, but when I talked to Jefferson from the locker room afterwards, he said, and I almost quote, that Kirk said to me in the huddle, hey, I might just throw this up to you. And I just started to think after we got off the phone, I said, well, if you're Kirk Cousins, that's the only move that you possibly could make, because there are no plays in the game plan for 4th and 18. They don't exist. So what do? You look at the guy out on the playground who's the best player of all, and you just said, hey, you and I, we're going to make something happen here. We're going to make a play. I'm going to throw the ball up to you. Just try to figure it out, how to come down with it. And that's exactly what Cousins did. And I just think that that is a great example when you hear coaches say, hey, look, we can scheme, we can diagram, we can practice all of these things. But at the end of the day, players have to make plays. That was Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson taking it upon themselves to survive and advance in this game that could change the course of their season.
We've got two photo services we use, Getty Images and USA Today Images, and there are multiple still shots of that catch from the moment the ball arrives to falling to the ground. And most of them, you look at it and you say, Justin Jefferson ending up with the ball is by far the least likely outcome based upon that flash, that moment. It's still incredible that it happened. And this is the challenge. Here it is. Let's take a look at this. I don't care how many times I watch it. How does he catch that ball? I don't think he knows.
How does he take the ball? How does he have the strength to steal the ball
hitting the ground
from the safety?
While hitting the ground, Peter.
It's just
slamming his body against the ground.
You know what that is? That's the regular season version of the Velcro catch. David Tyree. He's saying there's no way he's going to come down to the ground. Because, look, the safety there, it's the same thing as Rodney Harrison on David Tyree. It's the exact same thing. And somehow, some way, David Tyree Velcros the ball to his helmet, and the Giants win one of the biggest games in their history.
Now, when David Tyree did it, there wasn't a game next week for the Giants. Obviously, they won the Super Bowl. The last time the Vikings had a moment like this was the Minneapolis Miracle, the Case Keenum to Stephon Diggs, who both witnessed that catch in Bills uniforms on Sunday. The Vikings went to Philadelphia and lost 38-7. So, after everything that's happened this week, that rush of euphoria, that crazy-ass game, the media attention that's been focused on the Vikings, the challenge is to turn it around and get ready for the Cowboys. Here's Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the team, with an 8-1 record on all the media attention that has come their way after that epic victory.
Don't worry much about anything other than just the opportunity this week, because we really haven't earned anything up until this point. I do feel like we're confident. I do feel like these guys believe in what we're doing here, but at the same time, we got to go prove it each and every week. We know that.
And that's the key, and it's one cliche after another. We heard similar things from Kirk Cousins this week, but they have to stay even-keeled. And the key is they have to find a way. This is the Bill Belichick mindset. You have to completely forget last week happened. Good luck. Good luck with that. You have to forget it happened, and you have to focus on the task at hand, because everything you did last week comes crashing down if you lose 27-10 to the Cowboys on Sunday.
And, look, I've been thinking a lot about this game. I woke up this morning, I looked at the schedule, and I say, man, that is an impossible game to call. The reason it's an impossible game to call is that you and I both know, especially because, and I think Ezekiel Elliott is playing, right? So the Dallas Cowboys will be buttressed in the running game. And so they will be better in the running game. And Mike, I think it's a bit of a cautionary tale recently. The reliance on Dak Prescott, to me, I really want to see this team run the ball more, try to control the clock, keep the ball away from the Minnesota offense in this game. And I think that is what Mike McCarthy's message is going to be to his team this week. Let's win time of possession.
Ezekiel Elliott was limited in practice both Wednesday and Thursday as he returns from a knee injury. So far, so good. At least he's out there on the field and he's participating. And, Peter, this Vikings defense, lost in what happened on Sunday, they just were up and down the field. They couldn't stop the Bills until they absolutely needed it. And bend but don't break. Sooner or later, you're going to break if you keep that up. And again, the Cowboys favored by 1.5 in this one. The Cowboys 3-0 all time at US Bank Stadium, so it's their home away from home. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.